Hey curious kids, it's time for Science Thursday with me, Dr. Martha. Before we get started doing science, you want to make sure that you are wearing the right kind of clothes. Oftentimes we can get dirty during science, so make sure you are wearing clothes that your parents say are okay to get dirty. Second, sometimes we use chemicals during science that can cause your skin to be irritated. I will always tell you if you need to wear gloves or if you need to wear goggles or if you need to wear some kind of fancy cover-up like my lab coat. So look out for warnings in my science videos just in case you need personal protective equipment. Today's experiment comes from 100 Science Experiments published by Usborne Publishing and distributed by Paper Pie Learning. Here comes science. For today's experiment, you are going to need 1 clear glass cup. You are going to need 1 tablespoon measure. You're going to need some kind of a dish or baking pan to catch what's gonna spill. You will probably want some kind of food coloring. You will need a little bit of dish soap, some vinegar, and some baking soda. You can see I do this a lot. I got the economy size. You're also going to need 1 small square of tissue. Okay, let's get started. I have got my scientist here. His name is James, and he is going to be running this experiment today. So the first thing that we are going to do is put some food coloring in the bottom of a glass. So James, squeeze out just 1 drop, because this is really strong stuff, into the bottom of that glass. Great job. Next, you're going to squirt a little bit of dishwashing soap on top of that. That's probably good. All right, and now you're going to pour some vinegar so that the cup is about 3/4 full. This is just plain white vinegar. Yep, about 3/4 full. That's great. All right, now I'm using a gel food coloring, so it doesn't dissolve instantly, so we're gonna stir this up a little bit. All right, the next step is we are gonna prepare our tissue. This was a 2-ply tissue. I separated it into just 1 ply, and we are gonna put a heaping tablespoon of baking soda onto the middle of this tissue. Put that right on the middle there. Great. Now we are going to wrap up this tissue. Okay, we've made a little tissue packet of baking soda here. I'm going to give this to James, our scientist in charge, and he is going to put it into the container of vinegar and dish soap.
Drop it?
Yep, drop it. As the tissue dissolves, the baking soda will encounter the vinegar and you will see a chemical reaction happening.
Oh boy, here goes, here goes, here goes.
You will start to see the materials in the glass effectively erupt out of the top of the glass. Let's turn this around so you can see what's happening here. Our reaction is progressing forward. The reaction between the baking soda and the vinegar produces carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide bubbles are being encapsulated in the dish soap, and it's erupting. You can see absolutely why we need the dish here. So gather your materials. It's now time for you to try this at home. It's your turn.